as we get going. Hey, Devil's Prodigy, thanks for the 2 months. I have not played this before in general, and have also not played it on stream. So we are sponsored by Awaken Realms. This is a genre-blending game mixing together rather complex deck-building, roguelite, and RPG elements. As a procedurally generated world which you explore in third person, and card-based combat with 3D battle arenas and animations, and a lot of RPG-like quests which will continue through multiple runs. And so if you do something on the map in one of your runs, you end up affecting the world and changing things for the next run you do. Alright, and this is sponsored content, hashtag sponsored. What that means is that the devs are paying me to show off the game to my audience. They think that you will like it. They think that I will like it. I am going to spend some time checking it out, try to show off all of the cool things that I can find about it. And yeah. If you want to check the game out, !tainted is the bot command to get a link. I'll also just copy paste this into chat in case you have the bot blocked. Alright, character creation. Character name. Mini Jorbs. She looks sort of sinister. And she's so twitchy. Tattoos. Ooh. 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 Oh. This is fun. That looks very sinister. Tattoo color. Your customization will be unlocked after the tutorial. Sure. Tainted Grail Conquest is a roguelite game that means it's meant to be infinitely replayable. Your journey will consist of short runs, and each run will be a different adventure. You'll encounter different patterns of enemies, characters, and locations each time you play, and the more you play, the more content you will unlock. After winning or losing, you'll start over, but don't worry. Certain aspects of your progression will be saved throughout all of your runs.
Promised us safety on these shores. Instead, we found stormy seas, rocks like shark teeth, and treacherous.
I believe the game is releasing like now, like today or something.
Those few who managed to land will be set by hunger, cold, and nightmares born of weirdness. My people settled around a gnarled old statue.
Came out on the 21st. Okay. Came out this afternoon. Okay. Twitch chat has a variety of opinions. I thought it came out this afternoon.
That was good enough. For a time. In the end, the winds of weirdness only grew stronger, and the statue failed to protect the settlement. There was fear, despair, and then nothingness. As reality melted around us.
Uh-oh. That's never good. You don't generally want that.
You awake to nothingness. All you can sense is darkness. A dense mass of emptiness so total that even
Cool. This is reminding me of the,
then you hear
what's that game called?
An eternity seems to pass.
You know what game I'm thinking of.
Realizes in the darkness with you.
Disco Elysium, yeah. I knew you knew which one I was thinking of.
Damn it, you weren't supposed to land here. Damn it all to hell.
That is a Goatman creature, I think?
He taps a finger against one of his horns.
Now, listen, there's a lot to do and no time to waste. What can we try?
What can we try? Who are you?
Perfect. You can speak, and yes, these are really great questions. No easy answers, though. Sorry to disappoint. Now, listen closely. Are you ready? Brace yourself, because what I'm going to tell you is rather important.
Okay, excellent.
You're gone.
Oh.
Your village is gone. Everything you've ever known is gone. Yes, everything and everyone.
I can't change the volume settings while I'm in this.
As I mentioned already, however,
The creature taps two hooves together, marking a dramatic pause.
there is a small chance, an infinitesimally tiny chance, really, to bring it all back. You were saved from death in order to keep your reality from falling apart. But, well, it's
Okay.
not
So it's the same sort of thing as Loop Hero, where reality is gone and we have to bring it back a little bit.
enough condition to
That's
actually
cool.
do anything. Which brings us to the problematic part. Your body.
Your
Squint down at
body?
your feet and hands in the darkness.
Oh no. Oh, goodness me. Otherwise, you'd start talking about the... But let's see what we can do.
Okay. I am in character selection, and for the first run, we are playing the Word Hunter. Word Hunter is focused on dealing as much damage as possible using quick strikes or powerful blows. That one. Game progress. Alright. Ultimate ability, call upon a beast of the wordness to deal massive amounts of damage to an enemy depending on the number of charges they spend. They charge their ultimate ability by landing hits on enemies. Every hit you deal leaves a hunter's mark. Hunter marks or hunter marks make enemies vulnerable. Oh, wait.
Well, it seems your soul isn't strong enough to be picked. Now,
I'm going to click through this.
Intricate.
We have successfully made a character. We are a body now, and we're in a tutorial fight, I believe. Here we go. So maybe if I like bring music volume down, but leave voice volume high, because I feel like the other volumes were a bit too much. Oh, we're jamming. Oh, we're jamming. Also, let me check the controls real quick. Move forward, backwards, left, right, interact with location, character sheet, inventory, runestones, quest log. Quest log is P. That's too complicated. Can't it be Q? What's bound to Q? Keybind, character sheet wheel. Fair enough. Use rune, show map, journal, combat, next turn. Next turn is T. Okay. Could that be E? Looks like that could be E. Fast move, minimap zoom, toggle minimap, burn word candle. So we're in a fight. This is a 4-dweller. This enemy performs regular attacks, buffs itself, and occasionally summons minions to its side. It is attacking us for 10. We have 3 energy, 3 out of 3 for the turn. This is our end turn button. We have a graveyard, which is where our cards go after we play them. We have a exile zone, which is where the exile, that's like exhaust for Slay the Spire. This is our draw pile. Some block cards, some attack cards. And for this turn, we're just going to play the 3 cards we drew. I forgot that I rebound that. Okay, play P. Close attention to enemy intents. Hovering on them will tell you what they want to do in their turn. I think, by the way, that a game like this would be very good in VR. And you'd have the cards and you got to throw them at the enemy. And like you had to hit the enemy you were aiming at with them. Like if there were 3 enemies, you'd have to throw your strike at the right one. I think that would be awesome. Sir Devag, thanks for the 8-month subbed. Agbamusho to you as well. I'm obsessed with this idea. I think it is an excellent idea. I want to play it. Like Gambit? Is it already done? Okay, so we have stun, which means that we can stop the enemy from doing any actions. Which is better than playing block cards this turn. I just noticed this has 2,000 health. The enemy just became vulnerable because we hit it 4 times. Take a look at the initial passive set of your class. Hunter marks. Yep. We read about this in character selection. So when an enemy is vulnerable, we double damage received from any source. What is this? Enemy is preparing for a special attack. Right? Well, let's hit it. Each class has an ultimate ability. It's charged by specific actions. Check out how to charge it and use it often. This says, once per round, ultimate ability, deal 1 hit for 12 to 8, charging and inflict damage. So whenever we inflict damage, we charge this. Oh my gosh. Can we turn off camera shake real quick? That is going to make me feel ill. These skip animations would do it. Alright, so I am, however, being attacked for 50. Which does not seem like an incredible plan. Remember to stock up on combat items and use them often. Sometimes they'll make the difference between life and death. Can I use this turn as well? What is 50% main? Oh, it has to get to full. And when I hit it, it charges. Wait. That worked though. Enemy intends to buff. Okay. Ah, because the more that I charge it, the more damage it does. Gotcha. The enemy buffed its armor by 10. This means your attacks will deal 10% less damage. Always pay close attention to icons under enemy health bars. Yep. Can I change the angle that I'm seeing to fight at? Looks like no. Deal 1 hit for 3 to 5. Reduce enemy's armor by 10 until end of combat. Okay, we should do that probably. I guess I will attempt to block. This turn I'd better stun. Middle or right click? Not working for me. Oh! Oh, I see. That deals like a lot of damage. All right. Wait, it stopped dealing lots of damage. Why did it deal lots of damage last time, but not this time? Because it's not vulnerable, I think. Your items can help you in tough situations. Yes. Use this. How do I use it? Thank you, game, for suggesting that I use a potion. Okay. I'm actually confused why that worked that way. But that's okay. I'm just generally confused all the time. So the game can backseat, but you can't. It's unfair, isn't it? See, that time it hit for way more. The enemy has created a barrier, attacking it will count as a hit. However, other effects of your cards like armor reduction will work. A lot of buffer type effects here. Use small strike to trigger vulnerable first. Yeah, sometimes that is a good thing to do. Broad reach. Next hit does 100% damage. We found Wreath of Flame. Okay, this isn't actually very much. Does that work on the ultimate? Probably. Probably how I meant to use it, right? Very complex tutorial for someone who isn't already familiar with deck builders. It is. I feel like you're allowed to lose this tutorial though. That's the vibe that I get. I don't feel like I meant to have died already because the game keeps giving me hands that I can use to not die. And it feels like it's pretty clearly well, it's letting me draw 6 cards every turn. I only have 6 cards, it looks like. So it's deliberately giving me exactly these hands. Blocks being buffers is interesting for sure. It means that the stuff that's going on with the enemy buffing its attack values doesn't matter, right? Okay. Maybe they put it on Jorbs difficulty level for me. We're almost there. That dealt 12, whoops. I'm dead. Yeah? Can't survive this turn. Defeat.
Well, I should have seen that coming. It was optimistic.
I think it deliberately
to
let me get that
expect you
far
to
and
beat
then
it on the first
forced me to
try.
die.
But don't worry. Like I said, you'll grow. I'm going to send you to a very special place now. It's a mirror of your reality, located in an endless loop between. You'll wake up in a place resembling your own village. You'll find a man there.
Is the
whose
voice
task it is to
enough
help you
now?
on your journey. Your main objective for now will be to push onwards, survive, kill the 4 guardians. Then we'll talk.
Why that long will inevitably be decided by card draw RNG. I don't think the tutorial was giving me card draw RNG. I think it was deliberately giving me very particular hands every time. Alright. Let's go. Blocks only last for 1 turn. New items, 1 journal page. Wazda moves around. Camera rotates. Camera zoom. Speak to the strange man.
Where your hometown once was, a lone man sits among the remains. He doesn't notice you. Only when you walk right up to him, he turns his blank stare toward you.
It's not
At least that's one.
a creature that looked like a goat.
The man
My
looks at
left
you for
click
a
are
moment.
I've
skipping
already
the
made some
dialogue. Whoops.
preparations and settled in one of the tents here. I can't offer you much at the moment, though. This place is different. But you? I've seen an enormous creature out there. A golem of stone. The evil energy it emits is beyond anything I've ever felt. I'd say getting rid of that beast would be a good start.
Alright, we have a quest. We have to slay the stone golem. This is a ... As we unlock more of the world. Those will end up being houses and stuff, I imagine. Uh-oh.
Good. I caught you before you went out, all and you're lonesome. Our mutual friend already told you to slay the stone golem. Perfect. The golem is just a start, though. Even if you do manage to kill it, the further you go, the more dangerous the road will become. And
Okay.
since we're talking roads, you're walking within the weirdness now, and it's dangerous. Take these candles, light them up, and try not to let this damned fog close around you. Got it? Oh, and before you face the golem, look around the area. There's a blacksmith nearby who might be willing to join your village. Finding people like him will be crucial for your survival. Each one will be helpful in a different way. And with that, I'm out. Good luck.
Alright. I will be able to return to the village only after I have slain the guardian. Ooh, damn. Where are my word candles? Hi. Oh, it like runs out pretty fast, it looks like. Battle! Alright. In this, I am allowed to change how this works. It's attacking me for 5 to 6. Two times 5 to 6. You got a word card. Forces of wordness, insert them into your hand. Their effects depend on your word candle's burn level. Use it or be ready for the consequences. Ah, but all of this is good. Can we find a lethal here? Probably. Probably this is lethal. Rewards, wealth. Level. I leveled up. Does it do something? Cards. Pick a new card. So this is my current deck, and these are the new cards. Discard your hand and draw 5. Well, that seems incredibly good. Chain multiplies the card's effect by the number of cards of the same type played in a row during this turn. All 3 of these cards seem very good. The scaling on this game looks like it is, like, very quick. Very quick into things that are very powerful, perhaps. Chain is, so it's a blue card, and it plays an extra time for every blue card you have played previously the turn. You can use passive skill. Alan Dean, thanks for the 9 months. A promo show to you as well. Let's try Body of Steel. I don't know how good armor is. Let's try it anyway. It looks like that goes down as I move. Looks like that goes down as I move. So there's a map here, and I can open it, right? I thought M opened the map. I remember this button, this button. How do I open my map fully? Show map with tab. Okay. I see, so this is the boss, but I don't have to go directly to the boss. I can wander. This is medium, low. We'll take this fight at low, and we'll see what it does. You are terrifying. Infected human. This enemy's shape and the pulsation of its body suggests you should be prepared for an explosive surprise. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm going to draw 2 fewer cards this turn. Ah, it is the one that needs to be prepared for an explosive surprise. I wonder if I can walk around in complete darkness, as long as I'm not starting a... What is this? Milestone?
It's a mystery why these stones light up and banish the weirdness when people walk by. Many believe Merlin himself invented the runes carved into them.
Huh.
There's also a darker rumor that they were left by the Four Dwellers to lure humans into their domain.
I will take a word candle. There's something up here. Florist. There's a florist. I love florists. Florists? Okay, 2 enemies at the same time. Reduce damage of all enemies by 50% this turn. What does armor do? What is base armor? What does it mean? What does it mean to have armor? I don't know that yet. Someday I'll learn. Increase or decrease damage by %. Okay. One down. So that's presumably why these are hitting for 6 to 7 now, because there's a rounding thing going on with my armor. I'm gonna guess. Gain 50% damage this turn. If not played next turn, gain 10 armor. I think we're okay. She thinks the 20 months. What's my opinion on damage variance on cards in games like this? I don't mind it. Especially this game doesn't have like numerical block, right? It has armor and buffer. So in this game, you're not trying to match a certain amount of block to a certain amount of incoming damage. So far, anyway. Retaliate with 1 hit, dealing 200% of damage received from the next hit. And it costs 0. I'm going to take the one that costs 0. Wait, am I? I'm not really taking damage. Here, I'll take quick attack instead. Try to go infinite with it somehow. Blue is like defensive cards and red is attacks. Hello. Wandering around, you notice that the plants in the ground around you are more like muscle tissue than typical vegetation. Then you notice an old man smiling at you in a disturbingly friendly manner. He's sitting near an enormous pool of blood and stacks of fancy bouquets made of body parts. Oh, that sort of florist. Okay. Hands, hearts, testicles, arms, all held together by an unknown power, form the shape of a sunflower. Your horrified eye is passed over baubles made of kidneys and macabre flowers, tied neatly with intestine ribbons. Come, don't be afraid. I suppose some might consider my shop rather extravagant, but trust me, you won't find anything quite like my bouquets in these woods. I certainly believe you. So, what do you have for me today? He notices a question forming on your lips. Oh, a pity. I thought you came here with my delivery. Well, that's an inconvenience. Anyway, you still take a look at my wares. Okay. Gain 50 armor this turn. Gain 40 barrier. Full of additional HP. I guess you are, actually. Neutral cards are removed from your deck until the end of combat after use. Gain a block, and next turn draw an additional card with its cost reduced by 1. That one seems strong. Let's take that one. Splendid choice, I guarantee you won't regret it. These were preserved with care and the expertise of my years of experience, so they should last for quite a while. Yes, this bouquet would have been a perfect gift for a special lady, one that's dear to your heart, if only... Ask him why he suddenly became so sad. He sobs for a while, then with a shaky voice he explains, bouquets have a purpose. They were invented for a reason, but that purpose has disappeared from this world. Nobody needs them anymore. Everyone just says there are more important matters at hand. We just don't live in the right times for vanity and joy, and that's what bouquets are all about, right? Trust increased. He tries to collect himself, but I won't give up. I need to believe that all is not lost, and I do have a favor to ask you. There is a lady out there, the fairest maiden of them all. I've only seen her once, true, but I know that she's the one for me. Oh, we're matchmaking. I'm not sure if this guy's giving off the right vibes for, like, a partner. I'm not sure if he's partner material right now. Something about the testicles. There's something about the testicles that really, like, clued me in on that. There's no doubt in my mind, her presence by my side is all I dream about. Her beauty is all I can see. It's going to be like a Medusa or something, right? Please, I beg you, take this bouquet. When you meet her, the love of my life, she's bound to notice that it was made especially for her. I got one hideous bouquet. Let her know that there's someone in the world who won't ever stop dreaming about her. I have a new quest. What's the quest? Only lovers left alive. Okay. Very good. I found another fight. Looks like I could go around it if I chose to. Oh, a pack of enemies. Well, that's lots of stuff. And they're guarding All Mother's altar. Okay. Enemy intends to heal. Enemy intends to attack everyone on the battlefield and buff. Enemy intends to debuff. Bounty Hunter. Abomination and Faith Healer. I'm going to use a candle. Ultra. Nice. I'm done. Cards have different types, sometimes limiting their availability. Read tooltips for more information. Yep. Gain 200% damage this turn. Okay. I'm suddenly very strong. Your deck's being infected with obsolete cards. Play this card to get rid of it. You just got finished with the board game for this. If this is half as good as the board game that this is inspired, this will be amazing. I'm enjoying it so far. It's my sort of game, for sure. For sure. So Broadreach seems to be staying in my hand. Ability returns to your hand every turn. Ah, that's a keyword, I see. Wish the player was more to the left, like this? I can change it. I'm just playing it how it feels natural to me. What's all this then?
Shrines were a common sight across Avalon. Despite their grim existence, settlers were grateful to the goddess, and they had good reason to be. For every 10 people who set sail for Avalon,
I'm not sure,
only
Andoronio.
4
I don't
would
think
reach
so.
the island, and only 1 or 2 would survive the first year. The
Monkas.
shrine has faint traces of power lingering in the air. A priestess materializes out of the weirdness and asks
Oh,
what
it's
it is
weirdness,
that
I
you're
see.
looking for.
I would like a legendary card that sounds
The priestess
awesome.
gazes at you with a blank stare. You realize that, despite her phantasmal appearance, the payment for her services must be very real indeed.
Oh. Well,
As you try to force the priestess to comply with your will, she begins to speak. Her incomprehensible words sound
All
like slime
healing
dripping
disabled.
through dried reeds. As you struggle to understand her,
That might not
she
be good.
disappears into the weirdness.
okay, well, who's that? Pack of enemies. Are they by something? They're by a Futhark or something. Check it out. Nothing to do at the beginning of a run. I think we're halfway through our run. I don't think we're at the beginning. These are both going to explode. Okay. should work out how to make that not happen somehow. Wait, this gets stronger every time you hit it, and it hits all enemies. So actually I'm probably meant to be hitting that. Enemy intends to deal damage to everyone and summon an ally. I would rather you did not. See if I have any ultimate stacks at the start of next fight. I'm effectively in Act 1, and I have no healing? Uh-oh. Gain 5 blocks and lose an energy next turn. Deal 1 hit for 150% damage to a random enemy in chain. Deal 1 hit for 100% damage and duplicate the next card played. That seems powerful. Ish. A new passive skill, duplicate every 7th attack card played. So these are like our relics, basically. First attack type card played in each combat costs 0 energy. Whenever you hit an enemy, increase your armor by 10 this turn. Let's go for duplicating attack type cards. And I have this thing to check out. Hello? The sound of clattering rocks disturbs the ubiquitous silence. Approaching the end of a path, you come upon a child playing with some oddly shaped stones. I'm Futhark. I'm waiting here for my mother. She's been gone for a while now. He scratches his head. Or maybe she's going to leave soon? He gestures towards his collection of glowing stones. I have a lot of these stones, and while I wait, I play. Do you want some stones so you can play while you wait too? Take a 3 random common runestones. I have Stan, Terror, and Ethel. I don't know what runestones do, but I'm sure that's good. Maybe. Cursed Healer. Can't go straight to that. How's my map doing? Getting there. Are they Diablo runestones? I think generally Diablo took the idea from somewhere else. I think generally if something sounds like it was in Diablo, it is true that it was in Diablo. Negates every hit under 12. Oh. Perverted Life Force. But I can... It's only for 4 hits every turn. I need 2 blocks. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh dear. I think I could have killed one this turn. If I'd played that better. Whoops. Yeah. 2 times 9 to 11. We should probably stun that. That seems good. Wait. Oh, it worked. Okay. That's good. I wasn't trying to play that card there. I was trying to switch to the block. But then I apparently played it.
You hear someone screaming nearby.
Godless healing, godless
Intrigued,
healing.
you approach the source of the sound. It turns out to be a joyful man advertising his merchandise to the nearest trees.
You said you need an all-mother or a stag feather to have a blessing of health. Let's not dwell on them anymore. It's all about potions and elixirs and other trinkets
His
infused with
monologue
proper...
goes, you can see tiny horns growing from his skull. His mind clearly isn't quite right either. Maybe disrespecting the gods wasn't such a great idea after all.
Are you talking about me or him? This is my stuff, this is your stuff. None of this seems very exciting. There's a thing that says that I have no healing, by the way. Character panel. Reforges Ultimate. Ah. Cracked Stan. So I have an armor slot and a weapon slot. Each card played increases your damage by 5% this turn. Okay. Game seems sweet. Is my opinion. The milestone. More weird candles, thanks. Where's the blacksmith at? A tainted altar. Ah, I've already had this fight before. Oh, I've increased my max HP, but... I'm not the best at this game, maybe. We're working on it still, we'll get there. Oh, I needed 2 blocks. Oops. Wait, it's done. Sometimes enemies just sort of die out of nowhere when I'm not expecting them to. Is that because of vulnerable proccing? It must be because of vulnerable proccing, right? As you get closer to the altar, a man in a dark robe appears out of nowhere. You're not worthy, go away! What? Exactly what I said, you're not worthy of being here not unless you're an acolyte of the meat giver. Well, that's an uncomfortable name. Training grounds. I can get the training grounds without fighting the
The
enemy.
ringing sound of clashing
I'll play it.
swords grabs your attention as you walk through the weirdness. You approach, but you find a campsite instead of a battlefield. Several men drink mead, as if nothing of note was happening around them. Others battle monsters, and something about the movement and behavior of these beasts seems strange. Until you notice a druid chanting something near the campfire.
Nice Swallowdell. I want a challenge. Hit me with all you've got. So gold isn't meta progression, it's just for this run. Are you sure if you win, we'll reward you handsomely, but it's highly unlikely you'll survive this encounter. I will fight. We found the arena event, maybe. Oh my. What have I done? How do I... There we go. That's uncomfortable for me. But because this one's standing in front of it, it's like hard to click on it. Immune? Immune to stun? Oh my gosh. How do I retreat? Oh, it's because physical training is going off sometimes. Report a bug. Report a bug I lost. Why is there gremlin knob fight, not just a free 700 relics like in Slay the Spire? I don't understand. Alright, we try again. We go again.
Within the darkness, you hear a familiar voice.
Finally, now we can start the cycle of proper rebirth.
A different voice appears out of nowhere, and its owner is nowhere to be seen.
Be gone.
It is calm. Inhumanly calm.
Can I invite you to the table?
You see a hooded figure waiting for you by the table. A chessboard sits upon it, the game in progress. As you take the free chair, you realize the creature has no face. A white skull leers from the shadows of the hood.
Dun, dun,
A
dun.
human skeleton draped with robes.
I admit, I'm not used to showing up in person whenever people die. That's too much hassle with adjusting my presence to your current imaginations and whatnot. But let's say that your case is special.
I'm dead?
Yes. And yes to that other question, too. You're technically dead, but there are certain things that prevent you from, let's say, being properly gone. Recent events had consequences going beyond the intentions that sparked them. And now we're stuck in this unfortunate predicament because time, as you know it, is irreversibly corrupted. The past and the future are happening at the same time.
Uh-oh.
All that you see is an echo of things that already happened or eventually will. presented without inherent sense, without purpose, without any logic.
You see 4 figures on the board changing shapes into forms of beasts you've slain so far. And a moment later, they dissolve into dust.
They can't put
must
you have
slay the
slain so far in the
guardians
text
and
there,
keep slaying them until you reach the source,
in case
conjuring
you didn't
them
manage to
out
kill
of
a
the
single enemy.
weirdness. Their deaths will make you stronger. This will lead you to your destination.
Okay. Victory. Wait. Victory? Wait. I won? Question mark? Rewards unlocked. These cards and passives will be available over the course of your runs. Cosmetic items are added to your wardrobe. Offer 10% of your max HP, gain 50% damage until the end of combat. Self-inflicted loss of resources or statistics. Alright. Very good. Momentum. Increased damage against vulnerable enemies. Vulnerable is applied at 3 instead of 400 marks. Okay. I have new clothes. Yay. Oh, more stuff. Draw 2 cards. Reduce their cost. 2 hits for 50% damage to all enemies. Reduce their damage. Kill 3 hits and gain armor. These are major objectives in the game. I have recruited 1 villager. I have not found the true boss fight. I have not saved any souls from corruption. Okay. Let's see if I can play any of the other characters. Story mode will reduce the game difficulty to a minimum. The game is designed to provide a loop of losing, getting better, and overcoming the difficulty, but if you want to discover the story without much hassle, you can do it here. Nope. Absolutely not. Apostate. Sentinel. Shooting as many arrows as they can. Zealots. Shooting rarely but lethally. Pathfinders avoid taking damage in order to become more powerful each turn. Berserkers are invigorated when they're heavily wounded. Ooh. Blood mages can offer their own blood in order to summon minions to their side. Summoners conjure deadly minions out of thin air. Every time a minion gets hit, their summon receives damage relative to their level. Necromancer. Gain control over dead bodies. I'm going to try the Zealots this time. I believe that, like, I'm playing on a streamer version of the game. I believe that if you buy the game yourself, you do not just unlock all of the characters straight away. But anyway, this looks sweet. One of your favorite board games. I did not realize that this was based on a board game. How did Jorbs just master this game so quickly with a win first try? Well, I just made every decision correctly. I only have 5 word candles. Am I going to end up doing the same? Ooh, what is that? That looks interesting. Also, I don't have, like, the path for me. Is that the boss fight? I think that's the boss fight. You can go this way, then. Your face is a tabletop game. We are all tabletop games on this blessed day. Shot for. I thought you said I shot rarely. Arrow bag. Zealot. Once per round. Ultimate ability. Draw one random elemental arrow. Charge by discarding any card. Does this discard cards? Oh, it does. Oh, discard means just like play. Okay. Did I use that for some reason? I'm confused. Stuff is going on. All right. All right. Okay, I see. I see. Draw 2 arrows and gain 50 barrier. What does 4 mean? Charges. Allows you to offer your energy and or ultimate charges to draw more arrow cards. So I need to have 4 ultimate charges to play this, I think is what that says. Every discarded arrow and spirit arrow increases damage of the next hit by 10%. Every turn increases the damage of the first hit by 25%. After ending a turn without dealing any hits, increase damage of the next hit by 100%. 100%. 100%. Yes, I will do that one. It's the explodey fight. But I don't have any armor. It's awkward. I think I'm just taking 10. Can't play this because why? Oh, it just costs more than usual. Maybe I was meant to hit the one on the right first. Draw 2 arrows and gain 50 barrier. How do I make it so my arrows deal more damage next turn? I guess I just like end turn. I know I have unused energy, it's cool. We're good. Okay, this turn gain 100% damage, so that one's pretty good. Probably. This is a fairly large range on the damage, but should be okay. Coupled with that. Alright. Alright. Level 3. Pebble Throw. Stun an enemy and reduces armor by 25. Place redirect effect on a chosen enemy until end of turn. What is redirect? Damage dealt to target's allies will be transferred to the target. Deal one hit for 125% damage and draw a card. And it costs 0? Okay. The Pied Piper.
As you
How are you?
walk carefully among the woods, a quick, lithe creature runs towards you. It takes you a while to realize it's a human. He brandishes a short wooden stick, screaming and shouting in despair.
My children! I've seen what you've done to my children!
Children?
Barbarian! Sacrilegious scum! You shouldn't have done that. What will I do without them?
You watch him confused. He looks malnourished as if he's had nothing to eat since he entered the weirdness. And you're sure that was a long, long time ago.
I failed them. I couldn't protect them. I'm not worthy of it anymore.
Turns out the stick he tried to beat you with was an instrument, a flute. He sniffles. The flute is a strange one. Mysterious markings and blood cover the surface.
It's your duty now.
It is? Why would I need a weird flute? He plays a simple melody. Suddenly rats swarm all over you. You've seen enough of them already to know how this will end. Ask him to stop.
Why? They were my children. My lovely children. Look.
He plays a simple melody and the rest suddenly stop. Some sway from left to right as if dancing to the rhythm.
They would never hurt me.
Are there any other songs you can play?
But I'm not in the mood to play those melodies. Next time, I'll teach you.
Okay.
Use it. Use it every time you see them. Play this.
I have a wooden flute. What does this put in my journal? Oh, I still have this. Even though I died. The goat told you that there will be a person willing to help you with your quest waiting in the village. Ah, yes, I did that. Wooden flute. Reduce damage of everyone by 50% this turn. Can be used once per combat. Hey, that's useful. Hey, we like that. Okay, cool. So aimed shot I always have in my hand, it looks like. Yeah, it's my ability. This has 1 health. I'm not sure that I'm winning this. Oh, I can use that after I play my attacks? Well, that seems strong. Hey, Mr. Bob. What does this do? Going to go ahead and gain 50% damage next turn. You don't think an archer should be standing this close? Well, that's just your opinion. Unfortunately, it's a bit of work, right? $4x. So what happens if I click this now? I got an air shot that hits for 48 to 80. Okay. $72 to 120. That seemed like a low roll. It said it. What? 72? It must have armor. That has 50 armor. Whoops. Oh no. Oh no! Yes. Every time you play a card, it flips to the other side. Yep. So next turn I have more damage. I can, play this, I think. Why does this, deal no damage? Huh. What did I do wrong? I'm dealing nothing. Keep giving them armor. Does one of my cards give them armor? My stuns give them 50 armor. Ah, gotcha. I need to work out how to have some armor of my own. Because I have 3 cards that don't do anything unless I have armor. Any armor? I don't even get a card reward because I didn't level.
The shrine has faint traces of power lingering in the air.
Can use the flute once per
A
combat.
priestess materializes out of the weirdness and asks what it is that you're looking for.
I would like... Okay, this time I'll try healing.
The priestess lays her hands on your chest.
10 health. Thank you. This seems better than losing the ability to heal for the entire rest of the run. What are you? Ruined home. Oh, this is a fight. I have walked into a fight. Reduce damage of all enemies, or reduce cost of cards next turn. Let's do that instead. I gotta work out how to... Redirected? Redirects but gets interrupted by stun, okay. You really have to work out how to gain armor at some point. It seems a little bit important. Just remember the lore of the world. You liked the lore of the world. Cool. Yeah, a little bit Estravalier. A little bit. Let's stun this, which interrupts this. I have successfully put it at 2, but now I can't stun the sun anymore. Ah. Okay. What are my things? All barriers last only 1 turn. If you start a turn with negative armor, gain barrier equal to 50% of the missing armor. What? Oh, I needed to read my passives. After using a maneuver or a quiver, gain 25% damage for the next hit. After ending, yep, okay. I chose those ones. Aura of Protection. For every living ally, it gets 5 armor and minus 10% damage. So because I have negative armor, now I start the turn with a barrier. But this doesn't do anything. But that does seem like an improvement. Actually having armor. I think I'm learning. I think I'm improving. I could play the faint cards to flip them, the other sides give armor. What? Alright, where's my deck? Hold on. Where's my deck? How do I see my deck? Character? Deck. Card that has many states. It flips to another state after being played. Hey, what is bow draw? And charge. Stepping stones into charge. Okay. This was a somewhat important character mechanic that I did not realize.
You noticed the ruins of a home that was burned down. There's no telling whether it was destroyed during the war, set alight out of spite, or simply burned down due to an unfortunate accident.
Yeah, I thought that the 2 out of 2 meant that it was going to exhaust after 2 plays. I misunderstood what that meant. Let's look for valuables in the door to my left. Okay. Got a bunch of things. Nice. Probably. I only have 2 torches. Feels like there's a long way to go to get out of here. %200 damage this turn. Or 50 armor next turn. Ow. Can be used once per combat. I should probably have used that, huh? Did this just summon something with 1 HP and then this killed it immediately? Because that's hilarious. That's very funny. Wait, I suddenly had 75 barrier. It's very funny. Deal 1 hit for 400% damage. Take a sharp shot. Every 4th hit in combat deals 50% more damage. Increase your max health by 40. Gain 5 barrier after discarding every arrow and spirit arrow. It could be strong. The ultimate only can be used when the count is up to 15 ? On this character. I don't think it has to go that high. Godless healing, godless healing. I recognize you. I remember you. We chatted before. Can I sell you stuff? I can sell you stuff. You do not want a strange flute though. Famished prisoner. I feel like we should save the famished prisoner. Well, it says 0x on the bottom, and then once you get a certain charge, it's 1x, then 2x, then 4x. I don't actually know what these things mean, but... I don't entirely understand the character yet, but we're getting there, we're getting there. Multiplies the effects of the arrows. Yeah, it seems like the summoned arrow maybe deals more damage. It's believable to me. Let's grab lots of arrows and then discard them all, giving me barrier from my relic. My next attack hits for 530%. Which is not quite enough to kill anything. We're down to 125. All right. I'm starting to understand a little bit. Music's giving you Witcher vibes. When is season 2 of The Witcher out? The man you meet is dressed in rags. Fragments of manacles and chains dangle from his wrists. He doesn't greet you as you approach. He does not speak, nor does he beg for his life. He just looks at you with a blank stare. Suddenly he grabs a sword, but you feel no threat in his movements. He makes a gesture inviting you to train with him. Sure. I get a passive. 5% damage gain each turn. Each 10th hit in combat is doubled. Increase the maximum damage you deal by 3. So I've noticed that this gain 5% damage, it's all in the same multiplier, right? So it's not like, if I'm already at 500%, this only goes up to 505%, which is not that much of a bonus anymore. But Quintessence seems like it would be in a different multiplier, I assume. That seems like it could be really strong. I wonder if the max damage is also in a different multiplier. Maybe the max damage is really good. Where is this blacksmith? I have looked everywhere. Damage affects your base damage, so max damage, it would be like an extra 9 damage or whatever already, I'm assuming, which seems pretty good. Okay, I should have done that first. Might be more than I need to deal to you. Alright, well, that's how much I dealt. We're at 9? Every 10th hit in combat is doubled. Does that mean no? The new version only has 1,250 health. Nice. More beatable. Boom. If it's all in the same percent scaling, the saving up for a big hit isn't inherently better. Well, you want to put all of your multiplier onto your spell that hits hard, right? I'm pretty sure. So, I think this multiplier is different. This 200% is different, I think. But I'm not sure. Certain. But I'm mostly certain. I think so. How do I get the event thing?
The local hunters call this ancient skull the Stag Father, and lay charms and offerings around it. The legends say the Stag Father takes the dreamers away to join him on a great hunt.
Okay, let's sleep then. This is the Great Hunt. Redirects damage from all allies to itself. What is this? Increases the damage of all allies at the start of each turn. Very good. Why is this up here? Every 10th hit in combat is doubled. Oh no. You are summoning an ally. You are not summoning an ally. It was a lie. What do you do once all of your friends are gone? You die. That's unfortunate. I'm not sure who the voice actors are for this. The hunt was successful and you feel the Stagfather's gratitude. Discard 2 cards, restore health. Let's get rid of 2 cards. Let's get rid of... What are the worst cards I have? I have no idea. Maybe Shot? Shot doesn't seem incredible, does it? Woozy Yo-Yo, thanks for 14 months. On promo show to you too. I think the feints are sort of the only way I have to block. I believe. I think those are actually pretty important. Ever sleep so well that you forget how to shoot your bow? Absolutely. Most nights. Alright, let's do this. Oh, I've made it angry because this one gets angry when you attack it. Forgot about that. Level 5. Draw one finishing shot. What is a finishing shot? Deal one hit for 100% damage, gain 50% damage for 2 turns. What are your other modes? Deal one hit for 200% damage, gain 100% damage for 2 turns. Deal one hit. Lose 50% damage for 2 turns. Climax. Expedition, Rising Action, and Climax. One hit for 150% damage. Ascend, return 3. Every time you play it, raise the cost of this card by 1 this turn. Return cards and status in your hand after it was played. It can be played a limited number of times in a single turn. So you can play this 2 or 3 times, basically. I don't know what a finishing shot is. And it doesn't... Oh, there it is. I found it. 100% damage. Does not seem as good as other things that are here. Like this one, for example. This one seems pretty good. Hey, wired guitar. I'm doing well. Yep. Pack of enemies. I'm running out of torches. What do the red hexagons on the cards mean? This is how much of my ultimate it costs to play it. That is the answer. Guess I can stun it. Oh, it's immune. Okay. Never mind. Interesting that, like, over here, the enemies are weaker. Like, the enemies are weakest close to the start. And that's how they're scaling. They're not scaling based on how many fights you've had total. It's the blacksmith. We did it. We found the blacksmith. Who are you? Warped Light Seeker. This enemy's power changes depending on your word candle's burn level. They're going to attack all enemies. Alright. Which I suppose means sometimes you might actually want to like extinguish your torch or something so that enemy can hit for more. I think the other ones are all immune to stun, so this seems like the right thing to be stunning. Star, I think so. 4 months. I have combat animations turned off. Hawthorne. I just did that in the like main menu. Shot of Hope. How's this blacksmith doing?
A song breaks through the slithering of the weirdness,
I have no hope, no home, no gold. Mine is but misty morning cold.
Not long afterwards, you come upon a man wearing a blacksmith's apron.
Oi, traveller. Want to buy a good anvil? 'Tis all I have, I'm afraid. Me home, you see, went poof. 1 minute there, next minute gone. I found myself here, with this lump of iron for company. I swear to gods it started talking to me not long ago. Oh, no. I left that life behind quite a while ago.
Runestones.
All I'm interested in these days are runestones. Yes, containers for the magic of giants. Even though you'll usually find them broken, they're extremely powerful. You can use them to enhance your weapons or armor. They will influence your abilities in different ways. Also, when you find 3 of the same kind and rarity, you'll be able to fuse them together. This will make them even more powerful. Here, let me give you some. I'd say that since you know what you're looking for, you should be able to find more of them out there. By the way,
This upgrade is permanent. At the end of your turn, deal 1 hit for 5 damage to all enemies. You could use someone like you in
won't
my
be in your
village.
Well, you must first prove you can take care of yourself. Kill 10 bears and... just fooling for pity's sake. What would I need 10 bears for? Show me the way.
Oh. Did you disappear? I think I wanted to buy the thing that gave me armor. This is awkward. What do I have? Okay. Well, it is what it is. Treasure Guardian. A treasure pile. This enemy drains HP from its allies, gets stronger when they die, and replaces them with summons. A soul throw. This is... okay. Very good. Times 7 to 8. They're all on the wrong side. Every single one of them. Uh-oh. Apparently. This one starts on climax. That doesn't make any sense. I found my only other unbreakable feints, which is also on the wrong side. Oh, but when I discard arrows, I get health or whatever. Barrier. I forgot about that. Cards stay in their flip states between combats. Oh. That's awkward if true. What? Wait, it didn't die. It has 45 armor. Oops. Could you please go away? I'm the one who gave it all that armor too. Oh, its friends die when it dies. There are 8 types of currency, and I have only unlocked knowledge of 3 of them.
You found what was protected by this beast when you filled your pockets up to the brim with gold. 3 ethereal chests materialized.
In weird shards, new armor slot for runestones. Yes. I don't have any runestones, right? But I could put this on my armor? No. It's good. Legendary encounter. Alright. Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna turn the torch all the way up. Crumbling stones will spawn an enemy after receiving 10 more hits. 24. It's a big number. Reduce damage of all enemies by 100% this turn. Okay. That works for me. Why is it still attacking for 1? That's not how this works. When I discard an arrow, I gain the barrier, though. 2 times 9 times 12. When I discard these, I'll get more barrier. Stun the golem, lose 10 armor until the end of combat. Not right now. But later, maybe. You can use blocks to prevent yourself from enemy hits. Thanks. That's what I was doing wrong. Gotcha. I appreciate that. Goodbye to all of your armor. one weird candle. Thank you. That's very kind. Multi-shot random enemies for plus 0% damage. Increases by 10% for each arrow in hand. Desperate Act. Discard all maneuvers. Deal 1 hit for 0% damage. None of these are even close to appealing. I do not want these. This is multi-shot. Use all arrow and spirit cards in hand. Okay, maybe that's actually good. I guess that could be good. Let's try this out. Killing enemy grants 3 ultimate charges. Start of each turn with full ultimate. Gain 100% damage for the next hit.
The golem collapses and shatters into thousands of pieces at your feet. You feel a strange surge of power in the air. Suddenly, a familiar creature appears.
Good. That was good. Congratulations.
You instantly recognize this voice. It's the goat-legged creature you've met before.
You see, the problem with weirdness is that it's an uncontrollable mess. It's the something you want. Really, really want. Snap your fingers. Here you go. There it is, right in front of you.
He looks at you, clearly unimpressed by the fact that you even exist.
If you're Avalonian, that is. You, people of the homelands, never found out how to control this power.
Unlucky.
The problem is that you tried, because obviously you did. You know which human emotion is the strongest.
Love. I get to choose.
Yes, and every answer was correct. All of these emotions made an
matter what
impact
I
on the force that
choose.
surrounds us, that envelops this island, and it tried to give back. You hate somebody? Wish them death? Snap of your fingers, and here you go. A clear personification of your feelings standing right in front of you. However, since you're not a four-armed Avalonian wizard, you can't control it, can you? Anyway, as I've said before, good job. There are 3 more of those for you to get rid of, and then we can call it a day. This
3
day,
more?
This time, in this timeline. Also, another path opened for you with a... Oh, and before you go, I have even more good news for you. Yes.
Move a card from deck or take a special passive skill. Every 10th card played in one combat increases your damage by 10% until the end of combat. At the start of every turn, gain 25% damage for the next hit. After killing an enemy, heal yourself for 2. At the start of every turn, gain 25% damage for the next hit. Okay. I will only shoot once. Yeah, I didn't want to mess with the full heal thing. That did not sound fun. Just wasn't really interested. Report back to the lost soul.
You did it, didn't you? You've slain the beast. I knew I felt something unusual. As if some tremendous power was suddenly released and hit this land like a wave.
He nods in admiration.
I have to be honest with you, though. I had to make sure you'd be able to survive here. I had to be sure that you're the one I've dreamt of. In the strangest of dreams.
He looks through you with his blank stare. But you're sure you've noticed the briefest glimmer of hope in his eyes.
Talk. Who are you?
Don't remember. And I don't know what I'm doing here. Or how I got here. All I know is I'm supposed to be helping you with your quest. All I know for now is that you need to find the rest of the people who are supposed to join us and help them out in their troubles. I don't know. Maybe it will come back?
Okay. Healing and upgrades. What is the upgrade? Hello? I have a blacksmith to talk to as well, right? I want to see this blacksmith. Or do I not? Where's the blacksmith? Ah!
I swear on my name. One day he'll pay. Oh, it doesn't matter. Not at this point. Now I'm here, and happy. It's just an old habit of mine. It really doesn't matter. What matters is that you've invited me to your village, and I can now hammer away in peace and safety.
Upgrade the blacksmith's abilities. Additional armor slot, weapon slot, item slot. Drop chance of runestones as a reward from combat. Runestone dust. These are all runestone dust upgrades. I don't have any runestone dust. Okay. 9 runestones. Oh, so the different currencies are for buying upgrades for different things, it looks like? So you don't have to choose which thing to upgrade. I think I like that. In armor slot, increase armor by 10. We want this. Transmute runestones. Transmute 3 of your own runestones into 1 of the same rarity. Oh, and I have another slot as well. I'm healing for 5 after every combat one already. Forgot I had that. Let's go find out what this upgrade is. My health potions heal more now. Cool. And then we go this way, I guess. It's all opened up for me. This game's fun. 9 characters as well. Let me check. I don't think I have enough time for another act. The run can take a long time, hours. Well, that thing I just did basically was a run though, I feel like. Right? Feels like that basically was a run. That was 1 act. Yeah, but it also was like a nice starting and ending point. I guess I have the same deck still, yeah. Sorry if it's echoing. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna wind it down. There's a lot of game in this though. Just doing 1 run with all 9 of the characters would take like 30 to 40 hours, even if there's absolutely no replayability whatsoever for any of the characters. That's still a good chunk of game. And the fights are pretty interesting, and the cards are interesting. I'm a fan of what I've seen so far. So, this has been sponsored content. If you were also interested in this game, !Tainted gives you a link. I don't know if I'm going to play this game again or not. I'm in the middle of this Spire challenge and I'm not really thinking about the other things at all. Maybe. We'll see. Tomorrow, we'll play some Slay of the Spire and see if we can hit 90. Wait till Jorbs plays Wraithform in this one. The ways to block seem like quite varied. I'm impressed by the characters so far. Often when I play a game like this, the characters are like just obviously broken in very obvious ways, but both of the characters I've looked at have been interesting, like unique, and also not clearly obviously broken. Yet. So. All good so far. I did one-shot the boss. Yeah, but I spent like 6 turns setting that up, right? Just because I played one attack only doesn't mean that I didn't do a lot of work to play that one attack. I'm gonna go watch a show and go to sleep. That is my plan for the evening. Also, I haven't had dinner yet, so I'm gonna do that. Hey, Seki Lala, thanks for the 2 months. I'm gonna show to you too. If you watched this on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed it and I hope that you're doing great. Sorry that it took me so long to work out that the cards flipped like they do.